lint roller. Where's the lint roller? Oh. Son, you can bring this one over. Go over here with him. Hey, push it back. Oh, so see? They did too. They took me. Oh, you want them? That's why I can't go over here. Come over here. If everyone can please come to the front and take a seat, please. He said we coming up there. Okay. We just want to sit for now. One, two. Want to first say good morning to everyone that is here. Again, we are glad to have with us so many organizations who are here with us today. The Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery, Brick City Peace Collective, who is here, our Newark Police Department, who is represented by our 5th Precinct Captain, Captain Robert Hennessy, along with all of our other council colleagues who are here, Councilwoman at Large Louise Scott Roundtree, Councilman at Large Lawrence Crump, as well as our councilman in the East Ward, who is here with us, Michael Silva, and our representation from the West Ward, Councilman Dupre Kelly. We are here, one, because one of the things that we all have in common throughout this city as we begin to celebrate not just Police Week, but as of last week, as the mayor have put out the strategic plan for the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery, as well as participated in a Safer Cities press conference on yesterday with Senator Menendez, understanding the need and necessity of creating safe corridors throughout our city, and as a council who have collectively felt the calamities throughout this entire ward, from each one of our wards that are represented here today. We have come here today out of our collective will and genius to understand that this work and this effort that we do just does not belong to the administration, but it also belongs to the legislative body. And so we are here with a host of community organizations who have come out, South Ward Promise, Clinton Hill Community Action, as well as Leaders for Life, and our Newark Work contingents to come out today to specifically talk about an initiative and an ordinance and legislation that was passed by this municipal council called the Clear Zone Ordinance. The goal of this ordinance is to create a clear entrance to any shops, stores, businesses, or any commercial establishments along all commercial corridors. Our aim with the Clear Zone establishes a 10 to 20 feet radius around all of these entrances, which enables our residents in the city who have been crying out for a long period of time to be able to go in and out of these commercial outlets to provide commerce and help and support to many of these businesses in our communities, to these business owners who have been crying out to create a safe corridor and space that individuals can be able to come in and produce themselves into fair market. And so this ordinance that we've created, this law, is to provide safely entrance to individuals who patronize these businesses, who come out. Owners and operators of the commercial business is required to have visible signage at each entrance that identifies the area as a clear zone. Owner-operator of the commercial business is responsible for following and maintaining neat and orderly storefronts. Trash bins must be cleaned and acceptable. No person shall be drinking or consuming any alcoholic beverages, in possession of any open container alcoholic beverages in front of these businesses or institutions. No person shall block the entrance or deter potential shoppers from coming into any of these entrances or corridors in the city or the parking lot, if any, is included in the clear zone. And just to show how intentional we are as a council to want to ensure that this ordinance and law is passed, we do have not just the support of our administrative branch, but also our public safety director, as well as our code enforcement officers who will be diligently moving throughout this entire city, working on these corridors to ensure that no one is 10 to 20 feet in front of any commercial business, shop, or restaurant, so that we can ensure that individuals, residents, and folks who come along our corridors can be able to enter these stores in a safe manner. Also, we have attached a fine that associates with it. The first offense is $50, and every offense after that is a $150 fine. The reason and necessity for this is that there has been dialogues of information and data that has produced that some of the majority of our violent crimes that have taken place throughout this city not just happens in our commercial corridor areas, but also in front of bodegas and some of these institutions alike. And so we have to be proactive in our engagement in the city. We have to be proactive in what it is that we do as a council, and more importantly, working hand in hand with the administration to provide safety and security to all the residents of the city. And so this is why we are enacting and will begin to enact this clear zone ordinance and begin to move out in a manner that is going to work to be expeditious in our attempts to do so. We also have some community partners with us who have been fighting for a long period of time, trying to figure out and trying to wrap their arms around how to create safe space, especially when they come along these corridors and there's individuals who are sitting in chairs and on top of crates and drinking alcoholic beverages and not moving. We want to be able to have our residents in the city know that they can move along these corridors in a safe manner, that they have the will and protection of residents alike in this city, store owners alike in the city, as well as the council and administration, to ensure that all of these things will be happening. And so we have some partners that's going to be working with us, that's going to be helping to ensure that all of these things are happening outside of our public safety office, because we recognize they cannot do it alone, but some of the initiatives in our office. And so first, I would just like to call up a representative from Clinton Hill Community Action, Ms. Renatha Whitaker.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you so much. My name is Renatha Whitaker. I'm the Deputy Director for Clinton Hill Community Action, and we are so grateful for this ordinance. When we first got started as an organizing revitalization not-for-profit in Clinton Hill in the South Ward, we started out with what we call as our Beat the Blight campaign. And Beat the Blight came about because residents said, you know, we need you all to do something about these abandoned properties. And so because we take our cues from residents, we say, you know what, we'll do something about that, but we need you to do it with us, right? And so we created the Beat the Blight campaign. And so with the Beat the Blight campaign, what we do is we seek out abandoned properties, we board them up, we secure them, we beautify them, and we have residents on the street that, you know, they're our eyes and ears. They let us know what's going on that property, if there's any illegal dumping, if there's any loitering, if there are any individuals that are squatting. And part of that Beat the Blight program, we came up with our commercial property rating system. And so this is in direct alignment with this clear zone ordinance. And so we are so excited about the Clear Zone Ordinance because Clinton Hill Community Actions, one of our missions is that we have clear, walkable, tree-lined streets. Can't we just walk down the street and the street be clear? Yes. So that's one of the things that we are doing with our commercial property rating system. It is in direct alignment with the Clear Zone Ordinance, and so we're excited that it is now on the books, so clap it up for that. Yes. We're excited that it's now on the books. Clap it up for that. And we have other programs that go along with making sure our streets are clean. Because guess what? Newarkers deserve clean streets. Amen? Newarkers deserve clean, tree-lined streets that they can walk down, go to the ice cream store, go to the laundromat, and be able to do that safely. And so we're excited about the Councilman's initiative with the Clear Zone Ordinance. Like he said, we've been doing this for a long time. It's been a long time coming. But we are here, partners, to make sure that we enforce it and to make sure that the store owners and business representatives are a part of the revitalization that we would like to see in Clinton Hill in the South Ward. Thank you so much.
I want to thank Clinton Hill. We also have with us our homeless czar from the city of Newark, Louis Aurelio. I seen him out earlier. I don't know if he's here. Ask him to come up and share with us.
Thank you. Newark residents, partners, city officials, reading through the ordinance now, just how important this is really to just develop a better experience for our residents. We were just around the corner meeting with someone that was in an encampment, believe it or not, just a few feet away from where we are sitting right now. And we're able to make the connection. And hopefully soon she'll be in a shelter, and a voucher actually was designated for her as well. But that's what we really need is community engagement is so important, being on the ground, our feet on the ground and just speaking with residents and having those conversations. It's so important. And I think this allows us to really have an opportunity to have those conversations and engage with our residents in a really, really effective way. So I applaud everyone that's involved with this, and Councilman Council, who's been a really big supporter of our homelessness efforts. I really appreciate that as well, and our councilmen and our councilwomen who are here as well. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Louis. We have also with us a member of Newark Workforce who wants to come up. As you see, we have to get on the bus piece, because many times when we do initiatives and create opportunities, many folks cry out about resources and opportunities, and we wanted them to know that we want to bring the resources and opportunities right to you so that there is no excuse of standing or hanging in front of a store all day long, sitting on a crate, drinking a beverage without any movement or activity. And so we want to provide resources and opportunities for you. And I know we have a representative from Newark Workforce who is here with us. If they can come up now and share with us. Come on, let's put our hands together for him as he makes his way up. Yes, sir.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Troy Moore, an assistant director for Newark Works. One of the new initiatives we have and we've been doing for over the last year is you see the new Newark Workforce on Wheels bus. On this bus, we have the availability and ability to register individuals who are seeking employment opportunities, training opportunities. We're currently vastly moving fast with new training opportunities. We're merging with partners at Berkeley College, offering EKG training, phlebotomy training right there at Berkeley College, located right here in Newark, New Jersey. Partnering with us with a great initiative for our summer youth employment program, where we're going to be housing 500 youths at Berkeley College, learning for a career advancement opportunity, which is in play right now. So also, there's many opportunities out here, and the problem is that what we're noticing is many people of our residents don't even understand or know about the opportunities that are available to them, which is why it's so important for us as a community to be out here strongly doing outreach and making sure everyone knows that they have these opportunities available to them. We are striving every day to bring new opportunities for training and employment opportunities to our residents and get Newark fully back to work and bringing new opportunities to our community and to our residents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Troy. I want to thank Troy for Newark Works and being out here. Also, Deputy Mayor Muhammad, who has been working tiresomely to ensure all of our Newark residents have employment opportunities throughout the city. I would like to call up now from Leaders for Life right here, a member of this community who has been working diligently, Mr. Al Tariq White.
I don't coach anymore, man. Now, it's great for me to be out here. I see all of your city officials, my partners over at the South Ward in Clinton Hill. We are definitely partnering with the councilman's office. Anyone that need job opportunities, need the high school diploma, mentoring, after-school programs, summer youth development. We're located at 84 Clinton Place right here in the South Ward. We have spots, we have space, and we're looking forward to filling those spaces this summer. Thank you. You sound like a reverend up here.
Yes, sir. Well, I thank all of the representatives who has come up so far. I know we have one of our representatives from the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery here with us. The director is actually here with us. And it's so apropos, at this moment that she's here because as we speak now, we just incurred an incident that had happened in the West Ward along a corridor next to one of the same kind of places that we need to protect. And this is why this ordinance is so important, because we have to begin to provide safe corridors to all of our residents in this city. And so I'm going to ask if one of our representatives from Brick City Peace Collective and the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery can come up. I see Miss Kalisha Wingfield Hill here with us, and as she comes up to share with us some of the data and information that helps us to drive informed decisions on why all of these things are necessary, and as we begin to work very relentlessly as a council to ensure that our residents are provided the best services, not just by way of resource, but also by way of ordinance. So we're going to ask if Miss Kalisha Wingfield Hill will come up at this time, along with our director of the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery. Let's put our hands together for Keisha Uri and Kalisha.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. This cleared zone ordinance is super important because we know that the quality of life for the people in the city of Newark is very imperative in terms of how we live, the resources that we have, and how our residents are ultimately receiving resources. So the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery is committed to helping make this ordinance a success by our outreach workers being out here, making sure that we are giving the residents resources, letting them know the resources that are happening in the community, because most times they don't know what we have. So mental health services, employment, food, clothing, shelter, transportation, all of the things that's going to help them not to have to stand in front of businesses or in front of stores, give them things that they can do. And so that is what we're committed to doing. We know that crime and violence is up nationally. And so we have to have a more concerted effort in how we are engaging our residents, how we're doing outreach in the community. And so the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery, with our social workers, victim advocates, and our outreach workers, are really committed to helping make sure that this is citywide and that we make sure that people have safe spaces and clear zones. And we are working diligently with the Brick City Peace Collective, who we have 18 to 20 other partners that's going to help us to increase visibility among this ordinance.
Thank you so much, Director Yuri. Good morning. Good morning. Truly, this is a great day for the city of Newark. I think it was about 6 months ago that Councilman Council and I spoke about a business owner who was scared to go inside his business because of the folks that were outside hanging out. He had been in business in the city of Newark for over 30 years and no longer wanted his barbershop. And so this ordinance is going to help prevent folks from saying that I no longer want to do business here in the city of Newark because of the traffic that is outside of my business. We also talked about that 56% of the crime that is happening in the city of Newark is happening in a 2-mile radius from bodegas. Not just bodegas, but businesses all over the city. We saw an increase in homicides in the South Ward in the city of Newark in the year 2022. So this ordinance is going to help drive down crime in this area. So thank you, Councilman Council. Again, we were just talking about this 6 months ago and you made it happen. South Ward residents and residents all across the city of Newark is going to benefit from this progressive legislation. So thank you, and anything that the Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery and Brick City Peace Collective can do to make this thing happen and make this thing work, we're going to do. We're sticking beside you, and you know to call on us. Thank you so much.
Yep, just want to thank everyone. I don't know if one of my council colleagues would like to come up and share about the importance of what it is that we do as we work collectively together to make this happen. But I'm definitely glad that they are here with us again. Today, we are working feverishly again that we have passed an ordinance, a clear zone ordinance throughout the entire city of Newark that establishes a 10 to 20 feet radius around entrances of businesses, shops, stores, and commercial space that will allow business owners and residents alike to be able to participate and partner in the commerce of these streets and no longer have anyone standing in front of businesses 10 to 20 feet. Again, that associates itself with a $50 fine for the first offense, $150 for the second offense. Also, commercial vehicles that are not delivering or dropping off property cannot be parked in front of these businesses as well to help to create what we really call a clear zone to provide the safety that is needed for all of our residents. So we want to thank everyone for coming out. If any press has any questions at this time, we feel free to ask. And again, we just thank everyone for coming out.